Dear IAS aspirants, Civil Services Specialty Test, popularly known IAS interview, is basically a game of your smartness, your personality and your emotional intelligence. How you are going to face the UPSC experience board without bluffing, with all your honesty and integrity. That smartness will help you to get very, very good marks. And this is a very, very important occasion of life because you have sailed through two great barriers, prelims and mains. Now it is the stage where you cannot take any chance. You should be preparing from the beginning itself. Before I move forward, I would like to caution you that this civil service personality test is not to be taken in fun. With my long experience of more than 30 years, I felt that those who take it seriously, those who work on grooming of the personality, finishing on the personality with the basic requirement as per the guidelines of the UPSC notification, they really excel. Whatsoever your background, from wherever you have come, that will not make a difference. What will matter is how you're taking it seriously. These days in social media and YouTube, there are a lot of videos which might be cause of distractions for you. There are a lot of funny videos made, humorous videos made, and some questions which are asked in the mock interviews. Actually, they are not asked in the actual interview. The actual interview is completely different. Yes, there is a role of wit and humor in your interview, but that should not be the reason of making it casual and make it a fun. Whatever question will be asked to you, that is going to give you an opportunity to reveal certain traits of your personality. So take every question very respectfully with all dignity and officer-like qualities. You cannot take both lightly, you cannot take it casually. So let's discuss how you can smartly face the board and you can score higher marks to get higher ranks in final result of civil service examination. Let's first understand what is the smart way of facing the experience board. The board consists of one of the senior member of the UPSC as chairman, supported by 4 other experts. Most of them definitely consist of the bureaucrats retired from senior positions, maybe from IAS, IFS and IPS. They may also be composing of some of the academic experts, some may be social scientists, also people from the defense. The board is of very varied nature so that different traits of your personality can be evaluated very neutrally and objectively. Of course, the final marks is awarded by the chairman of the board, but the advices of all the members are taken very seriously. So you have to face very respectfully to the questions of every member who is going to ask you a question and interact with you. This is a very, very interactive process. This is not just question answer session, one question, one answer type. It is interaction. This is where I would advise that you should enter the board as a selected candidate, as an IAS and IPS or IFS, whatever preference you have given, and be sure you will come back as an IAS. That will give you confidence, that will give you cheerfulness, and you should feel that you are going to meet seniors in the interview the day you are going to face the board. So here I will be discussing some of the important guidelines that you have to follow in the interview. Remember, facing the UPSC interview board requires a combination of knowledge, confidence, and strategy. First of all, know your DAF inside out. DAF is something which is going to be a basic introduction about you, information about you. And DAF is what you filled after the result of preliminary examination for applying mains written examination. Now after qualifying in the mains, once again you will be filling DAF, so this will be your DAF 2. There will be a summary sheet based on your DAF 1 and DAF 2, which will be given to each and every member of the board. On the basis of that, they create an impression about you and they can start questioning from anywhere out of the information that you have filled in your DAF. First of all, there may be questions related to your name or maybe parents' name. So the relevance of your name, meaning of your name, if it connects with any one of the personality of the history, that you should be knowing in detail. Why your name has been given by your parents, that can also be a question. If your name matches with a personality in history, maybe in the scriptures or in the past, that will be an important area to ask you a question. So think around your name, your parents' name. Secondly, your hometown, home district, home state, your complete background, where from you come. That is going to be very, very important area of probable questions on you. So you should be thorough from all points of view. What kind of questions can be asked to you? A smart way of facing the experience board of the UPSC is preparation. How smartly you are preparing. The board will start framing questions out of the information which you have given in your draft, and the summary sheet has been prepared out of that. Hence, you cannot miss out any one of the word and information that you have given. You need to prepare your information accordingly. So complete background, how you have lived. Maybe you were born at one place and you have been brought up other places, or in course of your life you have moved to different places. So the entire information should be there. Your home state, where you were born, the information should be complete and from all dimensions. It's social, cultural, geographical, all dimensions of information should be well known to you. What are the issues and problems of your state? What has been the history of your culture of your state and the place you come from? If there are well-known historical or maybe religious places around, that also should be known. In other words, you should have a complete understanding about the background from where you come and the place you come from, even the issues and problems. The second important thing that is required to know about your educational background, right from your schooling to your college life, or maybe higher degrees you have got, or you have got some professional degrees, how and where you have studied, why you joined a particular school, college, or institution for your education, what could be the reason of that. If the name of the school is of any historical level or maybe of any significance or related to personality, you should prepare answer around that. Then comes about the selection of what is the history of education institutions, what is the performance of that, or anything which you would like to say about the achievements of your schools and institutions. These all should be prepared by you. Then comes your selection of subject, course that you have studied, maybe the professional courses you have joined. Say, for example, you have done engineering and mechanical engineering. Why did you go for that? And if at all you have got the degree, then how it is going to help you in administration when you join any one of the top services in the civil services. So this relation and how your experience, if you have got in your previous education, how it is going to help you. Suppose you have got education in law or maybe in the management. So how these professional studies are going to help in your civil services. So you should prepare your answers and understanding around that. Then there should be thorough preparation on your service preferences. Why you are going to prefer IAS, IFS or IPS. Why you are not going to have a preference for the other one. Say, for example, you say you want to join IAS. Question can be, why not IFS? Why not IPS? There should be solid and convincing reason. And also, you should know about your preferred service, how it is going to match with aptitude. Say, for example, if you are asked the question, why do you want to join IAS? With my long experience, I find that students start praising service. It is prestigious, it is dynamic, that I have to go for the service of the nation, society, a lot of other things. Yes, these can be the reasons, but you must have your own conviction. So when you talk about the scope of work, that what an IAS officer, right from the beginning of his career till the time he retires, what he does, what are the different positions he goes in, how he participates in policy making, how he participates in development, and also in management of law and order. Once you are selected for IAS, you will be posted in different positions in different departments. There will be a variety of departments that you have to work in. So whether you are open for that kind of dynamism, you like variety of assignments. If you talk about the service and your liking, this must reveal your liking for the service, and this will help in your personal development, professional development, and also overall satisfaction in your career. So if you can talk around, it will help you. Like if you have preference for Indian Foreign Service. So why you are liking for that? Because that is a diplomatic service in which you represent your country economically and culturally in different countries and also the international institution. So what is your liking? Do you have liking in international relations? Do you have relation in diplomatic relations? Do you have interest in negotiation at higher level when you will be posted at a higher positions there? Similarly, when you prefer for Indian Police Service, this service defines maintaining law and order. If you can correlate with something your experience in the past, why you are getting so attracted about Indian Police Service. So here it is advisable that whatever service preference you have, you do a thorough study about the scope of work in the service preferred by you. This is available on the site of DOPT. You can go through what exactly, at what level, what positions and what rank and different kind of profile you can get. What kind of profile you will have to work at different stages of your career. Then in your summary sheet out of your DAF, there will be questions on hobbies, extracurricular activities, and areas of interest. Many of the candidates do the mistake of filling in just form the hobby, which may not be the actual hobby. If you really have filled it, you must know all about it, or in which you have somehow interest you can develop up to hobby. But if you don't have hobby, You are not going to fill it. You may show your interest in so many things. And if in the interview board it is asked, why don't you have hobby? You have an opportunity to say that I have interest in variety of things, but somehow I could not take it to the level of hobby. I'm still in the process of developing hobby. But once you fill the hobby, you must know why you have, what value it gives to your personal life, how it is going to contribute in your professional life, in your career in civil services, and all related information related to hobby. Say, for example, if your hobby is cricket, you must know everything about cricket, right from its history and at what level you have been playing, if at all you have played. So you should have complete information. Similarly, if you have hobby of painting, you must know all related to painting, maybe from the history, different forms of painting, because that is part and parcel of your curriculum also in civil services. You should know what kind of painting you are doing, what is the different varieties of painting that you know about, and how it gives satisfaction to you. And somehow if the question comes, how this hobby is going to help you in your decision making, administration and team building or anything like that, you should be able to answer it. Similarly, what kind of extracurricular activities you have, like if you say yoga, or you say that I have running as a hobby, or you are in marathon, anything like that, you should prepare answer around that. Don't write it just for the sake of writing. Take it seriously.